We got the hits. We got the gist. This is Lagos #1 lifestyle station. City 1051 FM.
Or you can call in 0700-1051-1051. But best of luck to you and your question, because I have been trying to ask him questions. He's not the easiest person to ask a question.
What? I'm the easiest person.
You don't come through with the easiest responses. So
well, just because people don't choose to think on that wavelength doesn't mean that there's
wow.
a
So the fact that you don't choose to think in my direction, there is definitely not a problem.
About cash cruise now. But yeah, it's
Okay.
I think, especially in Nigeria, I think we need to get to the point where it's okay for you to 100% be yourself.
Okay, so when you say you should 100% be yourself, what is your definition of being yourself now? So now, you know that for every place, for every organization, for every country, of course you have rules and regulation. So if you're being yourself at the detriment of an organization or the country,
You
should that be
just
allowed?
advanced the arguments.
You see why I said he's not the easiest person to ask a question?
No, because I'm the easiest person to speak with. It's
You're
you
not.
people that complicate things. Like we're speaking about being yourself, and you're saying, so what if it is now in contradiction to the rules of who spoke about that
So
one?
you're saying I'm fake dipping?
But no, not fake dipping. You are traveling too far.
I'm traveling too
As
far.
in, with the trek, you don't call Okada. Where you they go? Wait, now more you finish.
Okay, so so we checked out your song King Kong before we started our conversation, and King Kong is one song that when you dropped the song, everyone was talking about it. Then you dropped the remix of the song, which was also fantastic.
Yes.
And I remember reading an interview where you spoke about King Kong the remix, and you spoke about people you were supposed to have on King Kong the remix. And so how does that happen? So you as an artist, when you drop a song and you want to have a remix of the song, how do you decide who you want to have in it? Because you spoke about you wanting MI to be on it, and that didn't happen. You said some other guy took his breath and he did a fantastic job. Yeah, so
that was classic.
Classic, yes.
And after that, I got like a Pepsi endorsement. Hey!
Yay! So that is to respond to your question, because you've given me this. Do you even listen to my songs? Off air. So just so you know, I know a lot of your music, and I know the story behind almost all your songs.
Again, now you've graduated from Okada to private jets.
I just have to check that in, because you dropped that for me
Yes,
and it wasn't hot.
you took private jets. Now,
Well, let's
like,
just go back to King Kong.
I understand that people listen and it takes a while. Somebody just got a line. Like, he was driving past Tafawa Balewa yesterday, and he remembers the song, the line on prayer that says, enemies on the race course, even Teba Tafawa Sherukuma Balewa. He just got it yesterday.
Oh!
And that song so many years ago, like almost 10.
Okay. Just have to check that in.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to check to make sure it's real. But yeah, I wasn't even taking that serious.
But I did.
Yes, that's why I said private jet. You went from Okada to private. Like, look at you, billionaire. You should make Forbes list. Hopefully, they don't come back and say you're a scam.
What?
Yeah,
Are you gonna drop that like in any of your songs? What you just said now, like?
I don't have to.
You don't have to. Okay.
Like you said, let me take this back to the question that you asked. When I feature with people, I feature because I want to make great music, or like I feel like it's befitting to have this person on the record, not necessarily because you want to blow.
Not because you want to make a hit song.
I mean, what is a hit song? Nobody knows what a hit song is until the song eventually becomes a hit song. You get what I mean? There are certain factors that can determine why a song is a hit
Your
song.
friend.
Tintin!
Okay, so
yes.
So I have conversations with artists, and when I ask them, I don't mention names, but yeah. So when I ask them, so this song, I actually really love this song, or I love this body of work. And before you dropped it, were you feeling some type of way? Were you scared of it? Were you unsure? Did you know this song was going to be a hit song? Someone told me on Friday, and she said, yes, I knew. Like, she was like, I knew. Like, I was very, I remember, I was very confident before I dropped the song, and I knew the song was going to be a hit. I knew this body of work was going to be a smash and all of that. But you said that nobody really knows. So that is kind of, so tell me, how does that even work?
But that's the truth about it. Like, this person that I bet me come make more can do it tomorrow. And like, how many, like, when Jay-Z said, I heard people say they made Hove, make Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. Like, okay, you have do it again.
Do it again, since
and again and again and again, and stay relevant forever. I said that's it. You'll never know. But I feel like in the uncertainty of those situations, the best thing to be is yourself. So give or take. If you go and no go at this, you're yourself. Not when you become somebody else just because you're trying to be successful, and then that doesn't work. So that's double jeopardy. I don't know how people deal with that. So it's best to just stay yourself and leave it that way. So for people who seem to know what a hit is going to be, congratulations, you have broken the human phenomenon. So,
okay, so like your song, that song was really big when you dropped it. So are you saying that you never knew that people were going to receive it the way they did?
But a song that we did in 30 minutes. I just woke up and I was like, it's funny. In my head, I was going to do every day. I was thinking about that then. There was a friend of mine, she came from the UK and she was like, are you have you had writer's block? Do you need help? And I was like, okay, and she was like, yeah, I'll get you a massage and everything. But I just thought to just give them.
After the massage? Did you get the massage?
Yes, now.
Oh, so she inspired it?
Yeah, she assisted the inspiration. So, because the verse was already in my head. So, like, it's funny, like, the man with the gun, the one you saw on social media with the red background rapping, I wrote that verse about 15 years ago.
What? So you said like you write verses and you just skip it?
No, I just like, me, that's the funny thing. People expect me to be one kind of guy. I'm just an idiot that has a talent. Like, I'm just there. Like, I don't have, I just want to make music and just express myself because I feel the world doesn't allow you to express yourself as much as you want to. And they want to usually just box you in.
Okay.
But when I die, they inside box. I'm not trying to say you box me when I die. Like, you'll be Anthony Joshua. They want to place first.
Okay, so basically, like you said, when you want to write a song or you want to create a song, sometimes you already have these verses.
No, not sometimes. I have a lot of verses I've written in my past.
Even now, that you've not dropped.
That nobody's ever heard.
Wow. Are you gonna like drop one from your show?
Let me think.
Not now. I'm just asking. Are you gonna do it?
I'm not. I will not. I don't wait for it. So if it comes to mind, I'll just say it right now and I'll keep it moving.
Okay. Then
can you put the music? Because I have to now put my archives. Your music is
the bed.
Yeah,
okay.
the bed music is a bit distracting.
Okay.
So yeah, we rock. That's ignorance and sediments. These dudes hating, but the girls in merriment. We hold the games up the way nobody can handle. Cause they're like Sheena Peters, but we're like Sheena Rambo. So fly the only time we lay lows in the Lambo. Military with the swag, GB Commando. Get off me, can't let off me. The boss be every time smelling like Hugo. Trust me. Now you know we ain't the same, and y'all can't blame us cause we rock. That's ASO. If y'all rock, ain't this.
So you've never dropped this verse before?
Never.
So let me just tell you, because I have a video, I'm going to post it and put it on social media and say you wrote that for me. And I've taken it already.
As long as they're recording you line that I wrote it for you, it's fine.
But I'm going to put it out anyways and save my verse from Vector. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for the feedback. So back to the question and back to your process of writing. So like you said, I am one person who, when I talk about Vector, please help me with the bed.
Oh, look at this, it's funny. Every guy is on your who to follow list, bad guy. Right next to Channel Television, two different guys.
But Vector is.
Yes, I notice these type of things. That's why I cannot form for the artistic gift that God has given me. Like I can sit down here and be like, yo, Channel Television will televise, but they will even maybe most likely let you know about the winners or the riggers, and guess who's on top? A rigger. It's a like I would just do that by myself.
Yes. Did you just come here to show off?
No, like this is what
I know. I feel like no. So how come? So use my name. Why are you not saying something about Melody? Why are you talking about channels, man? Why are you talking about City FM?
Because if I use your name, the first wordplay that came to my head separates your name into two syllables.
Okay.
It's bisyllabic melody.
So, continue.
Melody.
Then drop it now. I'm waiting for the dope verse.
But that's the funny thing. If I went further, you'd be charged 200,000.
What's your name? Are you the manager?
Like, okay, so let's see about this. So, mom got pregnant, gave birth to Melody right after she met dad, and he gave her the melody.
What?
You want to do that? Like, do you really want to do this? So, yeah.
Okay, no, I don't want to do
exactly,
that.
And to think you were giving me ginger and you have red hair, right? Yeah.
Also, now it's about my red hair. Why are you doing that?
It's weird because my mom said I used to do this when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
I used to work play as a kid. My mom would say stuff like, that is the only example she gave because I was too young. She'd say, she can walk in and say, let's say this is a movie. She says, what's the name of this movie? I'll be like, the suit man.
And that is not the
And she walked past her, come and say, what's it again? It's like, is it safe? I said, no, this is Cameron suit, bro. And she'll be like, oh, look, I'm like, there's one on the fridge, is in your leaf. So she always knew that I was a wordplay kid. And guy catch cruise. My daughter at the age of two gave me a metaphor for stupid.
What?
And the music stopped right here, right? It was crazy. She was watching this TV show and there's this guy called Stupid Jeff.
Yeah.
And I say this story a lot because it's so amazing to me, right? And it's
I see you're really blushing talking about your baby.
because he's a bad guy. So she started to accustom herself to saying stupid to everybody's name. So like, say Daddy, I heard you on radio with stupid melody. Oh, Daddy, stupid vector. Because she was watching and we said, hey, see guy, in the real world they'll bust your eye if you go talk about this. People get pissed off and offended by saying stupid. Don't say that again. The day I pissed her off, she looked at me and she said, I'll call you Jeff now. So Catch Cruise, in one of our favorite TV shows, there's a character called Stupid Jeff.
What's the name of it?
So as a metaphor for stupid, she said Jeff.
Oh.
That's a 2-year-old.
Wow.
And I'm like,
You're
no.
bad.
I got you.
Just stay there.
On a typical day, Yoruba parents would have said,
yes, I was gonna get there.
You do one place first now. No be your brain it gets. Which one you say the bit.
Okay, so wait, are you saying that you never reprimand her for, saying things like that? You never come and say, oh, you can't say that. You know how parents have moments with their kids and say, oh, you can't use this word, you can't say that, you need to just...
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can caution them about that. But I told my father when I was older that all your beating don't do anything. I just decided not to.
You sure didn't do anything?
He didn't do anything because I know when I was deciding not to do. You see, the way Nigeria is going to be moved purely, don't worry yourself. Everybody has to be honest with themselves. First of all, Pastor, everybody get Holy Spirit. Nobody will get Holy Spirit. Because the decision to not be a robber or a prostitute or a drug addict the decision to stay by that way has to be the Holy Spirit. It doesn't make sense if it's a special spirit that only pastors can have. Because everybody here could be terrorists too, but we're not. So that's the spirit of good, right? But moving on.
But so the spirit, like the Holy Spirit thing is supposed to be like for Christians?
Don't worry yourself. Even Christianity is not for Christians. Christians are monopolizing Christianity because Jesus didn't come to die for Christians, did he?
He actually came to die for everyone.
Exactly.
But you need to be a Christian to have access to him.
Don't worry, you need to be a Christian to understand the concept.
Okay.
Because there are Christians who will not have access to Jesus now. So why are we deceiving ourselves? But back to what I was saying to you. Vale, don't worry yourself. You know, be beaten. Now let me know be. It was the Holy Spirit inside of me that decided not to do anything. Well, barrack discipline as well. Of course, the scoldings and everything leaves a memory in your head not to do this thing because it comes with hurt. But then again, I think there's also a flip side to that. People in Nigeria grow with so much fear and intimidation.
Yes, and they actually grow up to be people who can say their mind, who can have opinions.
AKA, waiting people will talk if I talk them.
Yes. Okay. So I have Vector in the building, and I definitely see all your phone calls, but I can't take it right now because news is coming through in 5 minutes. Right after news, Vector is going to call back, and we're going to take all your questions. So if you have any for him, don't worry. In about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to take your questions. Vector, still in the building with Melody, and you're on City 1051. You're just coming through. Don't stray.
City 1051 FM.
City 1051, the number one lifestyle station, Vector, Oja. Right before that one, we checked out women and sex. Vector's vibe?
Yeah, Vector's vibe.
Vector's vibe. Okay. And, okay.
Because in Nigeria, because of women and sex, how would you name it so women and sex?
But that is
are
like
you objectifying women? Are you anything?
But are you objectifying women?
What does that even mean?
Do you want to talk about that? Should we explain it?
Explain it.
Okay, so sometimes women feel objectified when you see them or you speak about them in certain ways. So like now women are not sex objects. Now some people see women as sex objects, so they do not want to be seen as sex objects.
But okay, do women see men as sex objects?
No, men are rarely ever.
How do you speak for all the women that exist? I
was going to explain to you now. So when we have the conversations, largely, we rarely ever hear men being referred to as sex objects. They're always referred to as providers, as in protectors, and things like that. Are we really going to protect?
So they don't refer to men as like, now.
Your hand, you're just making something.
Yes, now clenching a fist and tightly like but when he's like, see, let me be honest with you.
Be honest.
I say this a lot with a lot of things that people say nowadays about women and rights and men and rights. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to condescend on a woman. I wasn't raised to look at a woman as inferior or anything. Like, I wasn't raised to think that you are the one sleeping with the woman. Both of you are sleeping with each other.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? Which is why I also have a strong foundation on consent with women as well.
Yeah.
It has to be, guy, don't worry yourself, I ask you everything finish. So that we get it clear. I can't but so when I hear all these things from me, it's like it's not my reality, so it's a bit too much.
Okay, so when you say it's not your reality, but are you also aware of the fact that it is like what is happening in the society?
It's a human character. There are a lot of women that refer to us as sex objects, especially men that are in the music industry.
Okay, so now talking about
like a lot of women look at me sexually and nothing else
because of what you do. I am asking.
No, I'm just saying. So does that change the fact that you look at me as a sex object? So I'm saying to you, like, I am very sure that 90% of the women I've come across in my life see me as a sex object.
Okay.
I'm not out there crying about it.
So are you saying women shouldn't cry about the fact that
it's a normal thing now? Like,
it's not a normal thing.
No, as I'm telling you, it's a normal thing. Do not worry yourself. You said don't like Chris Brown. One kind now. Stop all these things that are doing. No worry.
I don't like.
So you've never ever watched a movie or a music video and you saw a man that appealed to you so much that all you could think about was laying with the man?
No.
Wow, actually, holy.
This is not about. Okay, let's.
I applaud you. Okay.
No, let's be serious.
No, I am serious. If you legit have never ever looked at somebody,
but this is not about me. This is not about me.
Calm down. We're saying it's about the human character. It's a human behavior. See, I can be out and say, oh yes, don't objective alaye when I'm doing it behind you. Did there? You know, did there now. So what we're saying is, at the end of the day, let's just manage how we throw this at each other.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Let's just, because at the end of the day, anybody, Baba pastor we do anyhow, we did church for the church we do anyhow, no day. So what you want me to everybody to come out and say we stand with this, whereas in the dark they do this the same? Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Right? If I see man we do anyhow, I have this strong motto that I go by. Best way they mess up, when no saying they mess up, make it correct himself.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I believe that. Well, the moment you find out that, because some people are being raised in the mentality of supremacy over women. Yes. What do you say about those people?
So that's what I'm saying is that when you use me as an example and you say, have I ever seen a man? I am talking about the larger.
So you've never lost at
Don't make it about me. Don't do that.
No, I'm not.
Let me ask my question.
No, I'm making it about you as a human being, not you as an individual.
Don't make it about me.
As a human being.
Ask my question now.
Okay, ask your question.
Thank you very much. So now the thing is, if we're looking at the proportion, the percentage of men who are seen as sex objects to the women who are seen as sex objects, the percentage is really low.
Not in my reality.
That is my point. So since we are using your reality, can you step out from your comfort zone and look at the larger population?
Can we be honest? You will never be able to know what the larger population thinks.
That is not true.
Allah, you don't worry yourself now.
We see cases.
Let me ask you.
Being molested and everything.
Men are raped and molested as well now, guy. You don't understand.
No, Vector, but we can't use that because of the percentage. More women.
I don't know the percentage. For all you know, see, let me tell you. For all you know, what you know right now might be a lie.
Okay.
Because Catch Cruise, let me ask you a question now that I hope you don't fall your hand. Let me ask you a question.
No.
What do you think the ratio of women is to men? Do you think there are more women than men in the world?
Right now?
Yes.
Do I think? Okay,
what is the mortality rate of men to women? Do you think that they birth more women than men?
No.
They birth more men than women?
No, they birth more women than men.
And that's a lie, because they birth more men than women. As a matter of fact, they birth men at a rate of 105 to women 100. But why men are scarce is because men die early.
I know men die early.
Number one. And two, men go to the wars. Right? Men are the most out of work. Men are the most unemployed. Men, like, if you check exactly what is going on with men, right? But I'm not out here trying to justify what is wrong that's going on.
When you say men are out of work,
but how many men we get work compared to women? When their women get jobs easier than men.
Women get jobs easier than men.
Yes, now.
Vector, please, let's not even.
What?
Let's not go to that conversation.
Men are out of the labor force more than women.
Are you saying that women get employed more than men? That is not true. First and foremost, if we're looking at it largely, women are not as employed as men.
What are the statistics? Please show me, because
Should
I
we
don't know
check it?
stats.
Please, let's check that.
Because what I told you about 105 to 100 is based on.
Let's
once you
check that one out too.
Yeah,
So
check it
now
out.
the
You see
point
right
now
there.
better
The
is-
mortality rate, abuse ratio, we cannot make it there. Check
So
it.
why are you not checking that one out for us?
Yeah.
No, now they're laughing at me. Okay, so why are you checking that
Yeah,
one?
but see, I like
totally
the
know
fact
better.
that women are standing for what they believe
Yes,
in.
are you saying they shouldn't?
Wait, no, I'm not saying it. Did you hear me say I like
Because
the
you're saying
fact
that men are
they
not coming out to complain
No,
about.
because it's life.
It is not life.
Wait, let me see. Whatever you argue back and forth is inside this life that you're arguing it now.
Okay, so
Like,
let's-
and I have this theory that I send to people that I think is the way. Like, if from inception, men are supposed to go into the forest to hunt, right, for the wives and the kids. It only makes sense that men that are going to the forest will meet men that are in the forest now, and that's what keeping company means. And once there are 3-4 men that are together, nobody will pursue bush rat again and say, I'm going to try kill elephant, I'm going to get bigger meat too. Is that not what business is about? Men that come together and strike at a larger goal, that's what we're doing. That's a normal thing. So I don't think it was intentionally made that women be marginalized. I feel it's
Oh,
just...
you think it wasn't intentional? But are women marginalized, yes or no?
Women say they are. I don't know whether women are marginalized.
Okay, Rachel, let's move
I
on.
don't work in the agency that gives you this now. I
Let's-
won't know now. I don't understand.
So wait, to the women around you, your neighbors, your friends, you do not think that women like...
I don't know any
when we look
out
at,
of
when we look
employment
at,
woman.
when we look at politics in Nigeria, how many women are in politics? How many men are in politics?
You see, now you
What are you
wait, calm
saying?
down. Now
Wait,
let
sir.
women say they want to be in politics. Plus, if you're going to go and play in politics, I'm not saying it is the right way that men are playing it, but whatever is the norm right now, you have to understand that and beat that. Like, for example, in the music industry, I am still waiting
Even
for
in
the
the
Lauryn
industry.
Hill. I'm waiting for the Lauryn Hill factor. I'm waiting for a woman that is going to drop bars at a man and the man will shut up. Because Lil Kim did it with her album. Dabrat did it. Young M.A. is doing it.
Cardi.
No.
Nicki.
No.
Nicki.
Those they were packaged. Young M.A. is rapping. Those people had body appeal, everything together. So
No,
it's a different.
If
I'm
we're saying
saying
that Nicki has watered down her rap now.
no.
when she
I'm
came
not.
out then,
I'm
wasn't
not
she
talking about
calling
what.
men?
Don't worry yourself. She wasn't bodying everybody. Nicki was not hotter than anybody in the whole Young Money.
Drake at some point.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, that's your plan. Okay, but let's keep him.
Nicki raps better than Drake. Are you serious?
I'm saying when she came out, when she was really rapping, at the time.
May I
she was
continue
dropping
now?
bars.
Like we said, heard people say they make hope. Make hope say, okay, so make another hope.
So
They've
make
been hard
another
since
Nicki.
day one. It's just like me coming out saying today that because I'm older than before, I can't rap anymore. Because that's what's happening in Nigeria. A lot of people are claiming that that they are not rapping because. So you can't tell me that it's that way. So I'm waiting for the era in Nigeria whereby you hear a woman drop bars and men will be like, Chai! Eva is coming up that ladder, I hope.
But she's not rapping as much as she used to, so maybe we
That's
can
the
use
point.
that.
It's not about rapping as much as you should. It's making sense as much as you should.
So like you spoke about something off air that
Yeah.
Nigerians we need to go back to the time. Okay, we should stop requiring artists to drop songs regularly.
No, I didn't tell you to stop
Okay.
requiring them to do. I'm telling you that the legendary people that you respect. How many times Sonny Ade don't drop music? How many times Ebenezer Obey don't drop music? Like how many times have you heard Adele drop music? How many times have Rita Ora drop music? Guy, hey, check
So
out now.
okay, so if we were saying that, so are you saying that people who come at their fans, come at their the artists that they love and say stuff like, okay, can you be more frequent with your music? They shouldn't do that.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't.
So I spoke about you.
You're
Let's-
putting words in my mouth.
Yeah,
I have
okay.
not verbatim said to you that they should
Okay.
not do what I'm saying. Understand that there are people who don't operate that way. Chris Brown operates on a work rate that is mad,
And
but it doesn't mean
yes,
Chris Brown is a better artist than Adele.
who comes
They are both
one
artists,
from-
right? So let's understand dynamism. We are different people. Me, I will go into the world, go to Lafiaji, come to Milan, Ikeja, catch cruise. I'll get inspired about things I want to say. Somebody is going to watch TV and hear, Israel confirms firing airstrikes. Israel enemy, airstrikes. And it works for them. That's cool. I'm not that person. So I'm not telling you to not ginger the people you follow to give you more music. I'm saying understand who they are, because that matters. If women want to understand it, fans should understand the artists as well. They should understand men, they should understand women. Everybody should understand that we are different and leave it at that. I don't patronize, I don't feature for clout. People do that. It's okay. I don't.
Okay, so if you want to ask Victor a question, all you have to do is call me up 0700-1051-1051, same. And you can also leave a message on social media at 610.
You are very tired. You're like, this Victor is stubborn.
Very. Okay. Turn down the volume of your radio. Hi, good afternoon. What's your name? Okay, Tochi, what do you want to say to... Hi, Tochi. What do you want to say to that?
Hey, Tochi, what's up, man? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tochi. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for appreciating. See, yes.
That's why I didn't.
If to say I dey rush now, we'll not talk about SARS now. We'll go talk about things that don't matter to us. Although, well, they matter on a fickle level. But I don't understand why so many people are like, why are you happy in Nigeria? Not that you should be sad, but what is Kilon doing when you like you can't walk on the road, police will kill you. Like you can't go to the hospital will kill you. Like, okay, as much as you want to be happy, can you at least maybe just try? You get what I mean? Because this is what has been left to us. I just got off a chat this morning with an elderly person in her 50s saying what Nigerians don't understand is all you have is Nigeria. They are clamping down on Nigeria in the US now, whether or not, but yeah, you don't understand what we have is here. Like, can we at least try to sanitize our people? Can we? I mean, I'm not perfect. You don't have to take what I'm saying, but if they're small, Naramali tweeted, it's best for them to hate you for being who you are, for them to like you for who you are not. That is the message.
Okay, so but are you sure that we should use Naira Marley as?
I do not care because Pastor David will tell me saying you only win.
So you can't say you don't care because you just made reference to Naira Marley on one of his tweets. But can we talk about his type of music, what he represents?
I do not like. Don't you understand? I have the right to not care about what he represents.
But you can care about one of his tweets.
Yes, because I can care about the message. No.
How about the message in his music?
I don't. You have the right to not subscribe to his music.
Okay.
Like, why do you all want to agree that you want to paint him black? And like, you've not got to forget, you never paint all the people they lead in a black. Now I won't paint Naramali black. But I don't support a lot of messages that a lot of artists put out there. But it doesn't mean when they say the truth is not the truth. Like, guy, calm down now.
Okay,
true.
So, you're talking about, so with your new body of work, you're talking about a lot of important things like mental health and stuff like that. But before we go into that, you also spoke about, women you've met and how, so some of them objectify you as an artist. Why do you think why do you think women, why do you think women love you the way they do?
Because I'm tall, dark-skinned. They say I have a great smile and they say I'm handsome.
You have a great smile?
They say I do.
I'm not saying you smile. You're not smiling because
you are not smiling. You are saying that
I'm not smiling.
I'm
just saying.
Put yourself together, baby. Get this together. It's cool.
So I'm looking at you and I'm smiling. No, this smile is not for you. Don't worry.
Hey, it's for the emojis.
It is not for you. You can't. It is not for you. I'm just funny because I want to smile.
How
so back
entertaining
are
you?
Okay, so it's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so why do you think the women love you too?
I think most women they love the fact that I'm very straightforward and different, but they not think I'm a good boy. So
do they know you're really stubborn and like you can go on and on when it comes to?
But if you follow my career path, I'm stubborn. Like I've been a rapper since day one. I was saying to people, if I make dance music or singing music, it's because I legit can sing more than a lot of singers in Nigeria.
Whoa! Is that like a fact, or you're just saying?
Bro, don't worry. I was the lead tenorist in my mass choir in Celestial Church of Christ, Olowo Parish. Don't play.
Hi, speaking it.
No, it's not speaking it. I'm telling you. Speaking it can be mistook for maybe you're prophesying that I will do it.
But if you're speaking on it,
I've been there, done that. Like I've been there, done that. I know notes and melodies that, guy. If you listen to "I Believe You," I put the singer, but he couldn't sing the minor progression. So I know.
Okay, so speaking about women loving you because of how you look and everything, if a guy should walk up to you and say, "Oh, so Vector, so I want to shoot a shot at a girl," what are the lines you're probably gonna ask him to use and the girl?
Be real. Real is scarce nowadays. Women are fascinated by the unusual. At least, I don't want to generalize, but I want to believe that women are fascinated.
You don't want to generalize now?
No, I've never generalized. I've only spoken to your particular humanity. I didn't speak about you as a person.
Okay.
But you never listen to what I'm saying now. But then that's also a trait that has been proven over time. So let's, yeah. And I don't mean to generalize, but it's normal. No, don't worry yourself. I've done all my research. I was the test subject.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Baba, don't worry yourself. Women don't show me Pepe, but I've chosen not to be
as a rapper or before.
Pepe Nazi.
What is all this? Victor, can you just just stay on track?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can
Okay, take it back on track.
Okay, so back to shooting your shots and the lines you should use.
Just be real. Like somebody told me in the barracks there and say, Victor, I'm going to toast from me. Borrow me your phone. I'm going to collect the number and say, so when you go visit her, you tell us the team before. Whereas I know a lot of people have gone to the same girl probably with phones that are not their own. But then again, like my elder brother, in the house, we're very cerebral idiots too. My brother will do stupid stuff like say to a girl at NYSC camp, say, you know be copper, you know iron.
That is so dead.
Yes, but
that
will catch your attention though. Every lady said that to bursted out like you mad. What about their talk is this now? Yes, just be yourself. See, the moment an individual understands that a woman or a man out there is a wandering soul and they're looking for, everybody needs peace of mind. Don't go there with it. Just go there and be yourself. If you know work, move on. But if you have self-love, your confidence will be mad.
So all you need to do as a guy is just be yourself. Have dope lines like the one you can copy this copper and metal.
Don't have dope lines. Just go there and be yourself. If you go to a guy and say, I rehearsed all the dopest lines in the world, but I swear that I'm speechless right now. But that's me coming up. I just came up with that in my head. I swear.
I think that's like your thing, Vector. So how many girls have you used that on?
Nah, I've never.
So how do you?
I have too much chakra. I think women expect men to do so much work. So I'm like, okay, cool.
So you won't do the work?
I do the work, but I'm like, I do the work in other places. But like in making other contact and like I believe in the equality that a lot of women preach. So a lot of times, so I'm very
now
okay.
because I'm recording
calm down. You want to take the glory with the fact that
who is this guy? Please, who are you?
Don't worry yourself.
Please, who are you?
And guys, this is what women like. The guy that is the different guy that makes them ask who is he. Exactly.
No, I don't.
Because don't worry, today you're going to run this interview tomorrow.
Forget about the lines I ask you. I don't need it anymore. Let's just move on.
No, I'm not giving you. I'm giving them. But you see, you're personalizing it because you think it's about you, but no, it's about them.
What is going on? So do you want to drop the lines or you don't?
I just told them to be themselves. There's no lines.
So can we move on from that already?
I'm sorry, we moved on. You are the one holding us back now.
Now I'm the one. Okay. So do you believe in forgiveness?
Do I believe in forgiveness?
It's so difficult.
Yes.
Do you actually believe in forgiveness?
I believe in forgiveness. I also believe in the fact that it's a hard thing to do.
Okay, so is there anyone you probably had a thing against, or you were not?
I have a lot of things against a lot of people.
Let me be done with my question. And you're not very particular about maybe in the industry, and you've not been able to work with that person based on that.
If I don't work with you in the industry, it's because I'm not thinking of working with you. Like, if I want to work with you, I'll ask you. If it don't happen, I'll move. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you know how fans constantly ask, so Vector, when are you going to work with MI? Are you ever going to do that?
And Alpha fan, when you say we dash me $10 million now, you see, everybody could wish.
So is that going to
It doesn't have to happen. I don't care if it happens or not. Don't you understand? I'm here to pass a message to the people who need the message. I'm not looking at whether I compare. See, fella no need anybody to help and fight now.
No, but you tried. You spoke about wanting to have him on King Kong remix.
Yes. So when you try and it doesn't happen, you move on. Like, don't you? Trying is not because, oh my God, I need this to happen. It's like, yo, guys, we should drop bars together.
Maybe it's good for the culture.
Yeah, not forget culture. Forget to be culture. Is you just want to do music. Like, this is what God has blessed you with for free. And you see somebody that you feel okay can operate on the same level of blessings. Let's do it so we can bless more people. But if you don't want to do it, it's okay then. Like, it's nothing to cry about. Once you're comfortable in yourself, rejection won't be a problem.
So do you feel like maybe he's rejecting, or
a lot of people are scared about work, but I don't know why they are. Yeah, I feel a lot of people are scared of comparisons with me on records.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they are, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be a bully with you lyrically. I'm just being myself. But it's okay if yourself doesn't feel like dealing with myself. It's very okay. Fine.
So maybe those people don't want to be on the same song with you because they feel
A
like
lot of artists don't want to be on the
them.
same song with me because they don't want to be compared. Not because I feel I'll body them. I don't care about bodying anybody. Like when I was younger, yeah, I'll probably murk everybody on the beat. Take away the beat in their hearts in the beat. Like yeah, I'll do that. But nowadays I talk about people with their nipple, they touch their scapula, their navel touching their spinal cords. That's because it's hunger, not because it's sexual. You see what I'm saying? I need to be able to speak my truth. So I don't care who is speaking it with me. I have been blessed with this gift for a reason. I have fans that have not flinched for a reason. Let's deal with them.
Speaking about fans that you have, and you were unable to make music for a period in your life because of some issues. And how did that make you feel? How did you deal with that? Did it ever maybe affect your mental health because you couldn't do music for those fans? You couldn't feed them for a while.
I didn't let it.
You didn't let it. How didn't you let it?
I remember then the last money I had was $4,000. I just went to buy studio equipment and I just died in the house. I just died in the house. Like, maybe I can't go outside, I can't do music now. Like, I don't want to be out there in the clubs. Like, sometimes I can be on the couch having fun. Yeah, I'm a human being. I like to do weird things too. But I just took out my money, bought studio equipment, and for every time there was anything wrong, I just gonna make music. Like I advised people when we had this seminar with everything in our art, to stay in your happy place. You are the only person living your life. You are the only person. You have a father, you have a mother, yes, but you're the only person living your life. You have a husband, yes, you're the only person experiencing life with the husband. He's not experiencing your life with you. You're experiencing your life with him in it.
Yeah.
Stay there. That's it. The only cheat to life, stay there. Because my father used to say one thing then. He says, if you say, because when we have fights, my father will be extreme. I'll be like, well, if this is how you want to repay me for what I've done, dude, nobody's trying to repay Jack with this. So I'm just saying, like, guy. He says, well, just know that, and I took that lesson and I learned it older. I understood it when I was older. He says, just know that, even if I die and nobody buries me, the government will bury me. He used to say that and he thought he was using that to threaten us. But now that I think about it better, one of the fears that people have would be, so when I die, what will happen? I'm sure nobody wants to die and dogs eat their body, right? But don't worry, government will carry your body, go bury them now. So what exactly are you scared about? What are you scared of? Just live your life and be easy. So stay in your happy place. When I was in that core period, I was like, okay, I stayed in my happy place, made music, and thanks to my girlfriend then, my ex now, I had a whole lot of sex. That's my reality. I don't care. Every single man ban me. I say there's another bomb picking.
So she helps you stay in a good place during that time. Vector.
No, not that helps you stay in a good place.
I'm sure you don't want MC to ban you, yeah? I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's pressure. Like it's the reality.
No, I'm just saying you don't want MC to ban you, right? That was just a joke.
Banny locks. Okay.
But
it's not today now. They banned my video because they said it looks too scary.
Okay. Yes.
We have a president that looks like a name. They didn't ban.
City 1051 FM.
The girl you were.
She feels like she's in trouble. Go ahead.
The girl you were talking about, your ex, who obviously.
Yeah.
Can you just stay on track?
I am on track.
You are not on track. You're going off track.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So stay on track to the end of the interview.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. So back to the question. You gave credit to your girlfriend who helped you stay sane at the time, and now you don't have her anymore. Like English, like both of you are not together anymore.
Yes.
Why did that happen? Do you feel like maybe you need to get her back or something?
No, I don't feel I need to get her back.
You know why? You know why? Because you know how people say things like, "Oh, in your life, you might just find one person." Do you believe in soulmates?
You just what you did right now is what we spoke about earlier. What's waiting concern you and waiting people to talk. I'm the person living my life alone. If there are certain things I know that no matter how great you are as a person, if you have certain characters that are not necessarily the best, that don't work for me, I can't now say because you're a great person and I'll be living in bondage. Shout out to the movie. You know now, like it doesn't make sense. Be honest with each other. That's the best way. The only way to not break a woman's heart is at the point just be honest and tell her the truth. Because I think the heartbreak factor is how she is like, how could he do this when he could have just said it? Yeah. So yeah, if we're not together, it's because we're not together, not because anything, just because it just didn't happen. I don't know if I am. I don't deal with myself. I like myself. So.
Exactly. Well, do you think people might not like you?
I don't care about that. Like, which one is that? Is that not the problem of Nigeria to today? Whether people like me or not.
Okay. So
Or whether people think
you might
I'm
just be
rich
single
or not.
forever, so it's fine.
What? I'm not single forever. Like, don't you understand? I'm fine. Like, there are people who understand. That's the point. It has to be understanding. I've met different
people
who understand.
And you.
Yes,
And that's fine.
Yes,
That's fine.
our circle is fine.
So let's talk about your new body of work.
Yes,
The
the
one you
Vibes Before Testing is a project that has different emotion references with the tracks. The first one was it was about pain and depression, but then this title, Your Biology is Sending You to Hell.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one is Vector's Vibe, popularly named Women and Sex by women.
Are you sure that's not you?
And people. No,
you.
Yeah, it's right there. Like
yes,
it's about women and sex, but the title is Vector's Vibe. But you would not let it go. You would pick the one that you would rather than ban me for.
Wow.
Yes, you
so
will
this is on me now.
It's not on you. It's just on the
it's
conversation.
Not on you. Vector the role women and sex. How fantastic and convenient.
Yes, but we did Oja now, and Oja is talking about drugs and friends.
Yes.
Because those are realities. But then I'm not trying to talk about that as a judging situation, which is why, like I said earlier, I would never have anything against Naira Marley. He's a human being. He's not the only person that is.
So okay, speaking about not having anything against Naira Marley, now, do you think that celebrities should be held to a certain standard? Do you think that fans of celebrities, or people who listen to your music, people who are in your society should hold you to a certain standard just because you're a celebrity? Now, when it comes to Naira Marley, people might feel some type of way about his music because of the kind of things he talks about and all of that. Do you think that is right, or because you're a celebrity, nobody should hold you to anything?
I don't think they should. Who is holding who responsible? Like people.
Like your fans should hold you. Like,
yes,
because they have certain expectations from you.
But his fans, are they complaining?
Oh.
See, don't you understand? They are human beings now.
So
it's
the
not
general
like
public.
The general public that love what
you don't put out your music for just your fans. Your music is out there. Anyone can have access to it.
Yes, but see, anyone can decide to. What did Jay-Z say again?
Let's think about what Jay-Z said.
If you don't like my lyrics, you should press fast forward. I got beef with radio because I don't play their show, but I don't play my hits, but I don't give a so. Like that's
Do
it.
you have beef with radio too?
No, that's what he said.
I'm just
how can I have beef with radio? What? How are we beefing? As I'm in the same industry now, right? But if you don't like their lyrics, don't play their music.
But the music is still out there, so shouldn't we censor the kind of music?
But Poison is out there. You go buy them. They go buy them now. Poison they outside there. You they buy Poison.
Is that for me?
Exactly. So you buy what is for you, and leave the ones that are not for you and focus on the one that is for you.
So
you like Vector, stay on Vector. Check on Vector. Like if you check on everything I'm doing so far, your brain will be refreshed. If you want, but then again, once in a while when I hear what he says, Yahoo ni babalawo, no be Yahoo be. Babalawo way they give you Benz, you don't want Benz. Now scam now.
Oh, Yahoo na babalawo. So
they say only everybody not thief.
No, you can't say that.
No, calm down. You calm down.
I'm calm.
Don't worry yourself. There's not talking about you ain't say everybody. It's not everybody in the total population of the world. It's a figurative saying that nobody is perfect.
Okay, so are you saying that we shouldn't? You've still not answered my question. Should we require some certain things from celebrities? Should we ask them to be a better person?
It's okay for you to,
because you're supposed to be a model to people.
It's okay for you to require something of somebody, but it's also part of humanity and life that you require stuff from people and they don't do it and you move on because your peace of mind is most important. Your parents have denied you things before. Did you die? So if you see artists where like, leave them now. Focus on the one where you like. If you're in a position of power to effect a change, do that. Let's stop. You don't want to slut shame, body shame, image shame people. But then again, you're doing it to somebody else. Because he has fans that love him, bros, and there's something called there's something called the utilitarian measure. That's the measure of utilitarianism. That is pretty much what is responsible for the idea of democracy. That's what benefits the larger number is seen as justified.
Okay.
It's not seen as right, it's seen as justified. Right? Is he justified that there are so many people following him? Doesn't that say much about the people than the artist?
The what? Well, yes, but the thing now is, speaking based on what you just said, people following him, despite the fact that some people feel some type of way about him. Now, if people are following him, and certain people too are trying to reduce the amount of people following him because
why are they trying to reduce the amount of people following
what
him?
He's preaching? Because if they follow him, they begin to do what he preaches.
If the people they think right, they're not going to follow wrong now. Analyze yourself. You don't follow him. Who made you not follow him?
We all have, different.
So if we have different mentalities, let the people who have the mentality of Malians be Malians. It's okay.
Okay.
Guy, Boko Haram is up there in the north. That's somebody's belief.
Does that make it right?
It doesn't make it right, but guess what? What can you do? You want to go and preach to him.
So should we speak against such things?
Yeah, speak against it, but don't let in the case of Boko Haram, there's authority that can handle it. It's beyond us. But in this case too, he has fans that are following him. And what I'm also trying to tell you is when Shekau goes home, he probably has a child saying, "Daddy, welcome."
Okay.
And saying, "Daddy, what did you buy for me?" What I'm saying to you is, guy, there are no good people, there are no bad people, there are just principles in life.
And if you do not follow those principles, you're a bad person.
No, you are fine. Yeah, that's why we
fine.
have Christians, Muslims. You don't follow everything.
Okay.
Follow the one will work for you now. Now Jesus be your personal Lord and Savior. Not a personal Lord and Savior. Now follow him.
So should we still put out rules and regulations for people to abide? So
Are you the government?
I'm just saying, should we still have those principles in place?
The people that have been put in power to decide that, let them do that in all truthfulness of their hearts.
So if those people we've put there to shut down some certain people, are you going to come out and say, "Oh, what you're doing is not right"?
To shut down certain people, how? Why?
Based on their beliefs and say,
have
"Oh,
I
you
ever
can't
come
sing
out
again."
to say that when they ban my music I talk? When they ban, I don't talk anything now. Like it's the
then.
rule.
Good
So I
then.
let it be. If they
Good
feel
then.
my music is too scary for Nigerians, it's cool.
Fine then.
That's your medium. But the fans that the people are still going to YouTube to watch the same video now.
So your song Oja Drugs, you
Yes.
spoke about drugs and young
friends.
people doing drugs. Speak on that. Let's talk about the situation of drugs in Nigeria.
Okay.
And how that can be dealt with.
I don't know how the situation of drugs can be dealt
But
with.
do you think it is too much and it is something? How do you think?
Anything that is too much is bad.
Yes. So people should not take too much. People shouldn't take drugs at all.
Like I know at this point that whatever I say right now is just going to be as neutral as possible. But for people that need to follow somebody to have an opinion, right? Just know that whatever you cannot control should not be practiced, because you're the ultimate alpha being in existence as we know it. Until we see UFOs and aliens flying, because we're from Nebula 9 and we're here to do psychotic transfer. If they see that, but as it stands right now, man is the most intelligent animal in the world. You should not. They are saying gorillas have better retentive memory than humans in some discoveries. But whatever you want to do, guy, now you are the most intelligent person in the world. Now you should decide that.
So
every decision I make is yours to make. Like I will tell you, don't do drugs. Because back to utilitarian measures, by the larger number, we've seen drugs do harm to more people than good.
Okay.
So I don't believe in don't do drugs. Why? It's bad. No. I like see. Like that's how it is. So I would say don't do drugs, and also don't do any substance that controls you. The problem is when it starts to control you. Isn't there a verse that says you shall not be judged by what goes into your mouth but what comes out of it?
In the Bible?
I don't know if it's in the Bible, but there's a verse that I've heard somewhere that says you shouldn't be judged by what goes into your mouth but what comes out of your mouth. So if what goes into your mouth is going to influence what comes out of your mouth to make you sin, caution that one. Like life is simple principle. As long as you want to better yourself as a human being. So, but for the young people who are probably listening and don't have a mind of their own, I would advise that you don't take any substance that is stronger than you or that you can't control.
So simply don't do drugs.
Yes.
Okay.
No, don't.
I was just like, you could have just said that.
No, I no. See, it's a funny world. It's a funny world because there are people who do drugs and they don't need to be casted down. Like I believe. When I was in church, I said to my pastor, as Christians, pastor first time me say, as young men of Christ, you can't be seen in Obalende with all the prostitutes and all the smokers and everything. I said, excuse me, pastor. Aren't we supposed to be the light that goes into the darkness to illuminate there?
So if you're the light, sometimes the darkness might overshadow you if you're not.
Eh?
I'm just saying, no, I don't mean it in that context. No, calm down.
Record her in this thing that she
No,
said. I want to post this one. That she said, you know, sometimes the darkness overshadows the light.
No, calm down. No,
Oti,
no, now, calm down.
let all your fans know that.
No, calm down.
Use your
Calm
sense.
down. That's not what I'm saying. Calm down. Let me explain.
Le.
Let me explain.
Explanation.
Now, what I'm trying to, I don't mean light and darkness in that context. I'm just saying that if you're a good,
in what other context can you mean light and darkness?
Can you listen?
I know, like bleaching and
God.
melanin.
Can you listen? So if you're a good person, like if one good person should constantly associate with like 10 bad people,
Yeah.
all in the name of trying to make the bad people become good people, that person might become a bad person. That's just my context. If you're saying
As in, wait, hold up. You are saying if a good person goes, pretty much if you put one good tomato in Esha, it will become Esha, right?
You might spoil eventually.
Yeah, one good tomato for plenty tomato we don't spoil. You go spoil the good tomato.
No. Now don't use that as an example.
Okay, you're saying a good person can go into a bad situation and become a bad person.
Yes.
Now in destiny be that now. You know,
No,
so you know
it's because
strong
you got
enough.
corrupted by the bad people. So you cannot always say, oh, because you let the world just go out and.
No, but that is the confidence that religion tells you to go and exhibit. Like go there in understanding and in assurance that you are going to change the world.
It doesn't mean that you shouldn't still watch out for yourself and be careful.
Watch out for yourself, yes, but if you are light is light. There's no other way to say, oh, you know, there's dark light that is not shining. Once there's light
So
in the
if you're a
dark,
good
it
person, you
illuminates.
should just expose yourself to bad people regardless.
No, expose yourself, not to bad
And
people.
be associated with them.
No, expose yourself to everyone. Wait, you want to judge people?
I'm not judging, I'm just saying.
And also expose yourself to them and understand them. One of the problems we have in our society is the lack of understanding that now comes with a heavy tone of judgment.
Yes, definitely. We'll come in very.
So if you are an order abuser or if you are a substance abuser, I'm saying, yes, substance abuse is bad. However, if you have a problem, we can have a conversation. I know my light will not be overshadowed by your darkness.
Yes.
If at all that's even a darkness, because at the end of the day, everybody has light.
Yes.
The moment you start to see ourselves as that, we'll be fine. So when I meet you, I am not ministering to the dark side of you. I am a light that's coming to minister to the light side of you, aka my lyrics and your mind.
Okay. So, Oja, drugs, basically, still don't do drugs, and
if you do it, we're not judging you. We're just saying that, come on, guy, control this thing and be yourself. Get better. Is picking way feel with the beating no same feel.
Okay, so your body of work, the one that you're dropping, singles every week and every other week. How soon should we expect you to round up the entire evening?
We've intentionally left this out because I feel there's a disconnect between artists and their fans on serious matters and real matters, not just on trending topics and clout chasing. So I feel like anybody that wants to know about this project should actually follow on all the social media platforms because information is there heavy about what's going on. We want to start to create, like you see, our own group of light minds so that when we go out there into the world, it's a different ball game. So we don't have to be arguing whether they should be banning music or that people should be following it. You already know by yourself. I didn't choose anybody to support in the elections because I feel like every individual that has television should go and watch the debates and see who is saying what applies to you. Which I'll be saying, who vector the vote you want to vote for.
Well, because you're a role model and you influence people's decisions.
That is the problem with role model ideas of such. Like, why are you thinking what a man decides, what he's doing is what's going to make your life better? You can only respect and appreciate God in his life or life in his life as it's happened, but decide your own.
Okay, so let's just take tweets before I round this up. Now, this person, his name is I am Alex. He said the vector writes in City. You really have the Holy Spirit in you. Guy, you just lifted something heavy from me with your few words. Melody, keep asking him questions, keep having him here, and so he can heal us. Okay, you can ask him the questions you want to ask him. Predator said, leave my king alone. Vector, you are packing me up here. Now, man like Arrow said, no, you're not. Man like Arrow said, this is the most interesting session ever. Okay, King Cole said, I love this interview. Melody, you have seen someone finally that can handle you. Wow, so Vector can handle me. Oh, okay, very impressive. Vector, last word for your fans before you handle me more. Oh yeah, don't you want to say something?
Wow, did you just say last word for your fans before you handle me more?
I don't know, I was trying to speak too. That's my bad. Can you say it?
No, it really isn't a bad thing, but it's a bad thing to say too on radio. But yeah, I love you guys. I need you to be patient. I need you to understand that Yes, we are not competing with anybody. We're not out here to do what everybody is doing. We are here on we are all on earth for different reasons, and one of mine is to make sure that I touch the light in the hearts of people, because I know most times I feel like my own light too, there's too much dust over it because of life's occurrences, disappointments and things. So that's what we're doing right now. I appreciate you guys for sticking with us and standing with us till this point. Vibes Before Testing is going to drop. Like the pre-order is going to drop by the end of the month, right? To be able to get the first, like, all you've been hearing is not even been properly mastered songs.
Okay.
We just want you to shout out to Whack People as well, because the interpretations of the visuals and the hard work that they put into that is dope. We're also trying to throw that as an idea into the Nigerian space, that you can be in Yaba and shoot Vector's vibes, because that was in Yaba. That was actually creative intuitions. We can do all those things. Hopefully, with what I'm doing right now, the larger picture is a lot of people will not have to go to South Africa to shoot ads. We can shoot Nigeria and we did 3 locations, 1 location in 3 videos, and you never know. So, Oja, Vector's vibes are from the same location, but you never know. So we're building.
Oja, Vector's vibes, and which one?
Yes, Oja and Vector's vibe is from the same location. There's another one that's coming up called Mind Games, and it's on this. Well, let me not say that. Anyways, we thank you guys for following us. Follow the hashtag at Vibes Before Teslim on Instagram and on Twitter. We're doing this and we're keeping it in our circle.
Okay. When you say in your circle, what do you mean?
The people who truly love what we do, like I said, once you're comfortable with yourself and all of you find yourselves that subscribe to each other, you know how some people are not freedom fighters, they just fight for their own personal freedom. But if you like what they are fighting for, you join them. This is exactly how I feel it should be. So thank you guys for doing that. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Vector, for coming through. It was nice having you.
We got the hits. We got the gist. This is Lagos #1 lifestyle station. City 1051 FM.